Life-changing, unexplained events happen every day to ordinary people. Many claim it's divine intervention. In the next 30 minutes, you will hear amazing stories of miracles, mysteries, and hope. You can decide if it's coincidence or Godincidence. Now, here is your host, Steve Rose.
It wasn't that long ago I had an incident happen which caused me to question whether it was a coincidence or something more, maybe even a Godincidence. So I set out on a mission to see if there were others who, like me, had similar stories that couldn't be explained naturally, analytically, or scientifically. And the answer to this question was yes.
When suddenly, literally out of nowhere, a very tall man was standing right at the edge of my blanket. And he said to me in a very commanding, a very authoritative voice, "Pick up your baby and move now." Around the corner came a rickety old pickup truck that clearly had lost control. It hopped to the curb and then it landed right on the blanket where Nathan and I had just been. And so then I asked her, "Well, Ethel, where is the man?" And she took a step back away from me and looked at me very confused. And she said, "What man?"
Wow.
And I said to myself, you're either going out that hole or you're going to die. So I climbed up on the seat on the other side of the aisle, put my feet on the armrest, and I got down in a diving position and I dove through the flame, out the hole, and landed in a snowbank.
The Canadian Air Safety Board comes down and interviews you. Then months later, they fly you back up to Canada for a hearing. They call you into the side of the room, and what does that guy ask you?
Well, they were concerned about what I was going to say when I got on the stand and wanted to make sure that I knew what I was saying.
Okay.
So they reiterated what I had said about the hole I jumped through, and they said, we investigated that hole and in the airplane, and it's not there. There is no hole there.
I'm praying in my car. I do that a lot. I was praying in my car. I said, God, I know that you love the world. I mean, it says in the Bible, you love the world. But I need to know today that you love me, Jean. Mm-hmm. Jean, do you love me? And I said that prayer. And then started up the car and actually drove out of the parking lot, and I saw this van was trying to get in and come into my lane and I waited for that van, and as I waited for that van, the van went like that and I went right behind it, and right there was a Wisconsin license plate that said, "Love you, Jean."
Whoa, your name is Jean.
My Jean, Jean. Love you, Jean, just like that.
Friends, over the past half hour, we've told you some incredible but true stories that we know can seem very difficult to believe. We'll let the choice be yours. I'm Steve Rose, hoping you'll join us again next time when we'll share more astonishing tales that just may leave you asking, was that a coincidence or a Godincidence?